Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Jeremy Resnick. I'm the Executive Director of the Propel Schools Foundation. I have the honor of welcoming you to this celebration of National Savings Day. First, I want to say thank you to the County Executive Rich Fitzgerald and Mayor Peduto, who are here and are hosting us today. We have great elected leaders in our region, and we greatly appreciate the enthusiasm of the county and the city for this effort and their support in making this possible. We're excited to celebrate National Savings Day with a report back to the community 1 year after Fund My Future was launched as a program to encourage all families in Allegheny County to set up savings accounts for their children. We've made a lot of progress, and we're on the path to making Pittsburgh the savingest city in America. More than 2,000 families are signed up and saving, and they made almost 7,000 deposits last year. And some of those families are with us today, and I want to give them a big welcome and thank you for coming. We've also had a lot of support from our banks and credit unions where the families are doing their savings. In preparation for National Savings Day, we asked them for specific commitments to support Fund My Future and open more savings accounts for children. And we have commitments from Bank of America, from Dollar Bank, from Century Heritage Credit Union, from Citizens Bank, from First Commonwealth Bank, from the Hill District Credit Union, from Key Bank, and from PNC. With their help, we expect parents to open another 800 savings accounts for their children this year. I want to take a moment to identify some other elected officials that are here. We have Councilwoman Strassburger. We have State Representative Ed Gainey. And we really appreciate their commitments and their help in getting this going. And before they come up in an order to make some remarks of their own, I just want to share one thought on why this is so important. All of us can remember our own interactions, our early interactions with money and saving. Of course, it's about money, but it's also about something much deeper and much more powerful. It's about thinking about the future, whether it's buying a bicycle or going to school. Savings is hope for the future, $1 at a time. So with that, first the county executive, followed by the mayor, then Councilwoman Strassburger, and State Representative Ed Gainey.
Thank you, Jeremy, and I want to congratulate you and the effort that you've done, and I really want to congratulate the families, particularly the parents, and encouraging investing in the future, because that's really what it's about. And when you see the statistics of children who have the discipline to start saving for their future, they are 3 times more likely to go on for postgraduate, go on to college, and again, continue to invest in their future. So it's really important. And Jeremy mentioned all the financial institutions. I won't list them again, but we really want to thank them for their great efforts in doing this. I also want to give a shout out to Bill Benner, the Benner Foundation. He started this. I remember him coming to my office a number of years ago talking about the future and the children and what they can do to invest in their own future. And to be here with the mayor, Councilwoman Strassburger, with Representative Gainey, and I see Senator Casey's office is here, Liz from Senator Bob Casey's office. We certainly want to support and be part of what's going on here, our corporate community, our financial community, our foundations. This is a great initiative, and as Jeremy said, we want to be the most savings county and region in the country, and I think we can do that with some of the leadership we hear here today, and the fact that 2,000 families are already invested, and there's going to be more next year. It continues to grow. It's just a wonderful program. So I want to congratulate everybody on what they're doing, and then let me introduce my partner, who we partner in so many different initiatives, but it's always about our future. It's always about the children and what we're doing for the future of this region, and that's Mayor Bill Peduto. Mayor.
Thank you, County Executive. First off, hey guys, welcome and thank you for letting us have this great announcement today. Thanks for the work you're doing in setting up accounts. You'll be very happy later. I can tell you, as a retired paper boy, I started my bank account when I was 8 years old at Dollar Bank, and I still have that same account. So you can't take the paper out of the boy, by the way. It's still Pittsburgh Press. What's interesting about this program, number one, is it's a collaborative effort. It's not one organization that is doing it, it's an entire community that pulls it all together. There are a lot of stakeholders that represent a lot of different parts of Pittsburgh, but as we learn, the secret sauce of Pittsburgh is collaboration. Number two, it provides an incentive that other cities don't provide, a raffle that if you make a deposit that month, you're eligible to win a prize of $1,000 or multiple prizes of $50, which encourages people to make that deposit on a monthly basis. Number three, because that is there, we're seeing levels that other cities aren't seeing of investment. So in this Pittsburgh example, we are known nationally for having a program that is exceeding what the expected deposits would be. And finally, it's for anybody. Anybody can set up an account, anybody can begin this program. It doesn't matter what school you go to, it doesn't matter where you live. All that matters is that you have a commitment to start financial literacy at a young age, and then to help our young people to establish credit and to establish the types of things that they'll need to succeed in the future. It doesn't happen without teamwork, and I'm honored to be able to introduce a member of our team in city government, Councilwoman Erika Strassburger.
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you to the County Executive, and thank you all for being here today. As mentioned, the financial institutions, all the families that have participated in the program so far, we're looking forward to growing that in the future. As the Mayor said, this wouldn't have happened without the tremendous collaboration and partnership among so many different individuals and groups. I know, seeing it firsthand, the hard work that went into taking this from a pilot program to a county-wide program. It takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of hours, a lot of brain power, and now we have it, and it's incredibly successful so far in this first year. Really looking forward to seeing what happens. In part because we know from studies, it shows that if we're going to create a culture of savings in this county, one of the best ways to do that is to start a child savings account. Those who start a child savings account for their children are more likely to raise children that continue to save throughout life. And other studies show that that is among the best ways to narrow the racial wealth gap, because of it's changing attitudes about what's possible for the future. As Jeremy mentioned, creating hope for the future for a number of different people from all backgrounds. And more likely to attend a 2 or 4 year college or trade school if you have a savings account. Just so many incredible benefits. So that's why I'm so proud to be a part of this, and on behalf of City Council to congratulate everyone with a proclamation. This was voted on unanimously passed through Council this week. I'll read just the last part of it. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Council of the City of Pittsburgh does hereby commend Fund My Future for their work in creating a culture of savings throughout the Pittsburgh region, celebrates the success of the program during its first year of operation, and encourages families to plan for their financial future. And be it further resolved that the Council of the City of Pittsburgh does hereby declare October 12, 2018 to be National Savings Day in the City of Pittsburgh. Congratulations. Jeremy, if you want to come up. And now I'm pleased to introduce someone I'm always happy to not to have to follow, Representative Ed Gainey.
Good afternoon. I really don't need this, I guess, right? Y'all can hear me, right? Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? First, I want to thank just the I Fund My Future, just the whole the whole philosophy. I was just sharing with a couple people. I wish when I was younger I would have had this, because it would have introduced me at an earlier age to money. And I tell you what, right now, this is a blessing. And to say 2,000 families have gotten in this program, is saving money, you can't imagine what that does when you're talking about breaking the chains of poverty. That people begin to feel comfortable talking to bankers, leaving their money in banks. Someone asked me a couple of weeks ago, and I'm gonna tell you why I wish I had this program when I was younger. Here's a great example. I was in a conversation about a couple months ago, and the guy said, "Ed, I'm gonna tell you if you know about your money." And I was like, "Oh, wow, I'm scared now." He said, "Do you know who your branch manager of your bank is?" And I said, "No, I don't know who my branch manager of my bank is." And he said, "If you don't know the branch manager, you just warehousing money, you're not investing it. Because in order to understand investment, you need to know who the branch manager of your bank is and what they can do from a bank position to help you move your money." And I sat there and I thought about it. And then today I'm right here looking at these families whose children are already investing in their future. And if this opportunity would have been here when I was a child, I would have made sure that I was in it. Because just when Tony told me about the program, the first thing I did was start a bank account for my kids. Because I want them to have opportunities that I never had. And this right here is a way that happens. I want to thank every family for joining this great initiative and letting your family know. Don't be scared of money. Don't be scared of the bank. Know your banker. Know what's going on and save for the future. And when you get 21 and you graduate from college, you'll be ones that'll break the chains of poverty. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tony Cornialdi, and I am the Program Manager of Fund My Future Children's Savings Program. Before I go any further, I would like to take a moment to thank the elected officials for supporting Fund My Future and making Pittsburgh the savingest, new word, savingest city where children will have the opportunity to graduate from high school with a high school diploma, money in the bank, and the ability to save. Now, how awesome is that? That's a great thing. Yes. One of the key components to connecting Fund My Future with the families in Allegheny County and the city of Pittsburgh is developing strong relationships through partnerships in the various communities that we serve. Some of the partners that we've already established are within schools, family support centers, libraries, churches, and basically you can find us on the East End or in the Mon Valley or on the North Side or even on the West End. Basically, you can find Fund My Future just about anywhere in Pittsburgh. Today, we have various partners that are participating with us, and since our expansion on becoming a universal program, we have given away $15,000 in prizes to families who are actively saving for their child. Yes! Woo! And some of them are here with us right now. So today, we are really in for a treat because we have a few of our families that are here who won the grand prize. As you can see, the check is right there for $5,000. That's the total amount of the grand prize, which was four prizes valued at $1,250 each. So there, we have two of our prize winners here. And the first winner I want to tell you about, her name is Miss Brown, and she's one of our grand prize winners, and her child attends Manchester Academic Charter School, who I believe is with us today. There's Manchester Academic Charter School. They're here with us today. And yes, they are here with us today. And just so you know, the way how it went initially for the initial phase of this, the grand prize winners that received $1,250, they also received an additional $1,000, of which they chose to donate to a school or nonprofit of their choice. And Miss Brown had decided to donate her $1,000 to her school, which is Manchester Academic Charter School. And I can have you come up here and say a couple words about that if you'd like. No? Okay. No? All righty. We're going to keep it going then. And Miss Brown, she chose to donate that money there. And then we also had another family who won a total of $1,250 as well. And she chose to donate her money to her $1,000 to her school as well. And I'll let her come up and tell her story. But before I get into that, I also want to let you know about another recognition that we have with us today, and that goes to the family of Drew Bartow. Drew is a student at Propel Pitcairn, and he was featured making a bank deposit in the Each and Every Photo exhibition, which is in this booklet right here, that was sponsored by the Venture Foundation and displayed at the Pittsburgh Glass Center. And Drew is now going down in history. He's going to now be a piece of history. There you have it, Drew. So before we actually hear from the families and before they share their stories, I am going to have Mrs. Sheila Beasley say a few words about some opportunities for our families with the Census Bureau. Mrs. Beasley has been very instrumental with connecting Fund My Future with the family support centers in her previous role. And now in her new role, we are looking forward to continued relationship building with families. And without anything further, I would like to introduce Mrs. Sheila Beasley, followed by Mrs. Siobhan Beasley, and then Mr. Brandon Marteau Sr. Thank you.
Lovely Tony. I'm family support and Fund My Future for life. That goes without saying. I'm humbled to have my entry point with Fund My Future from my work in family support and with the University of Pittsburgh. And now I'm just moving on up, as they say, right? With the U.S. Census Bureau and knowing how important it is for us to be counted. Our city and county are already on board. I'm honored to be the Pittsburgh Partnership Coordinator, so I'll continue to work with Fund My Future. We have jobs that are available. There's cards on the table, great wages. I won't take up much time. See me afterwards, but know that I'm Fund My Future for life, y'all. All right? Thank you. Thank you.
My name is Siobhan Beasley. I'm the mother of a first grader at Propel Northside. We have been in the program for about a year and a half. He started in kindergarten. We were first introduced to Fund My Future by a representative at an after-school, back-to-school kind of event. And, you know, as soon as we looked at the paperwork, my son's real into money at a young age, so he was all about the saving. He is extremely dedicated to Fund My Future. He takes a deposit every Friday. He makes sure I don't forget about it. Last year on his birthday, when he turned 6, he took every dollar to Fund My Future. He separated it out in fives on his own, made sure he took it, make sure he brings home every receipt. Program is exceptional. We are really, really happy we finally won one of these raffles because he's a very avid member of putting money in his account. And as far as the bonus money that we're receiving, we are going to apply it also to his school, Propel Northside, primarily the after-school program because he is also enrolled in that. And we look forward to continuing with the program and continuing to save and build money. Thank you guys for everything.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Brandon Marteau. I'd like to first say that as a participant of this program, it is great to see our mayor, councilwoman, state reps all behind this program and to have so much support for this program. So thank you guys all for being here, taking time from your day for this. Thank you. As a parent, I want and my wife want what's best for our children. Best chance to succeed. And this Fund My Future program for us, it's a little bit more than just the savings. For us, it's an opportunity for us to give our children a better opportunity. Drew has been in the program for 3 years now. This is his third year. And yes. And now our middle son, Scotty, is also in, and he's in kindergarten. This is his first year. And also, again, bigger than just the savings, every Thursday morning, if we forget, Drew does not forget, and we are able to send him to school and teach him about savings. It doesn't have to be a lot. It can be with the money that you have in your pocket, the change from when you brought milk and bread the day before. So helps teach them about savings, and I just really appreciate all the support. I am so honored, Ms. Tony. Thank you for the opportunity to speak. This is really cool. I'm really nervous, but this is really awesome. And thank you guys. Happy Friday.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Let's give our families another big round of applause. Yes. So now at this time, I want to thank everyone for coming out and partaking in this great celebration of National Savings Day. The banks are still open, so if you have not made a deposit, you still have a chance. If you have not enrolled in Fund My Future, you still have a chance. We're still here, and we're available, and we will be more than happy to sign you up. We are always looking to recruit new partners, so please contact us if you are interested in being a partner of Fund My Future. Please be sure to take some materials and pass the word on. It only takes a few minutes to take the first step to enroll. All you have to do is go to www.fundmyfuturepgh.org, click enroll, and it will literally take you 2 minutes to enroll. We have members of the Fund My Future team on site available to sign you up. Annie and Michelle, can you please wave your hands? These are our two Fund My Future team members. Yes, they're here. So just stop by the table. If you're in a rush, you can call 412-440-YOU-WIN, and that's 8946, and we can assist you over the phone. The second step is to open a children's savings account at any financial institution, and then sit back and wait to see if you are our next lucky winner. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you.